Music artists and entrepreneurs, what's good? Mike Sarge here from MySarge.com. And is the city that you're currently in right for you and right for your career? It's something that many people ask. So today we're going to talk about it. Today's episode is sponsored by Nectar Distribution, so you don't want to miss this one. Now go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's work. Salutes to that. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. There are many people, maybe even including you, that feel like they're not respected in their area. There's so many people that feel like there aren't enough opportunities, there aren't enough venues, and there are many people that believe that it's way too cliquish and that you have to be in a particular in crowd to get noticed and get respect. So today, I'm going to answer the very question of this. Should you leave your area to go to a big city? Or should you tough it out and create something new within your area? All right, so the first thing I want to mention is that for most of you, you're probably basing your career off of an old business model when you're trying to answer this question about whether or not you should be going to a big city or not. In the past model that I'm referring to, you'd have an artist that would, leave where they were, go to a big city, start performing, go to local open mics and things like that, get a large following of craze fans, maybe even get heard by some type of label exec or an A&R, and then over time at some point, they would get signed. Now, why was this so successful? Because at some point back in the day, you had to leave the comfort of your home to figure out who the top talent was in your area. But not anymore. The game has completely changed. People can just scour the web to figure out who the top talent in the area is. They don't even have to leave the comfort of their home to see a particular performance or a particular show. You know why? Because someone probably in their friends list is probably gonna, go live on their phone, and now I can just watch the live stream from where I am, and I can either go, oh wow, I should have definitely went to that show, or kind of glad I didn't go. So the game is completely different. The game is completely changed. Now, when trying to make the decision on whether or not you should go to a big city or stay where you are, one thing that you might want to do is understand that every city has a different flavor. Every city has a different sound. So whether that's, Nashville or Atlanta or New Orleans or the West Coast, every area has its own sound. So if you're thinking about going into, I can't talk. Let's do that again. So if you're thinking about going into a particular city, you probably want to do some research on the sound and the vibe of that particular area before you start taking all of your things, your belongings, your hopes and your dreams, and moving it all into an area that doesn't have a similar vibe that you're bringing. For example, if you're a country singer, it probably would not be a good idea to expect that you're going to blow up in an area that's primarily hip hop. Just saying. Now, one benefit of you going to a bigger city is the fact that you will be exposed to a ton of supporting services for your career. Now, what I mean by that, well, what is one thing that artists are trying to do nowadays? Have music videos. Well, if you're going to be in a bigger city like Nashville or Atlanta or LA, you can only imagine how many people out there are videographers that are more than willing to work with artists and, crafting their next best music video. The same thing goes if you're looking for music studios or producers or even venues to throw a particular event or show. What makes this awesome is you're literally going to be surrounded by a melting pot of skills and experiences that may fit your budget as well. Now, if we're going to be honest about it, there is a negative to going to a big city. And that's the fact that now you are a very small fish in a very big pond. Now, what does that mean for you in regards to your career? A lot more competition. So if you're currently not in a big city and you're complaining about opportunities and things being too cliquish, I hope you're not making the assumption that all that's going to go away because you go to a bigger city, right? Also, side note, if you're going to a bigger city, that also means bigger costs. Yes, the cost of living for bigger cities generally goes up, especially if they are a center for music, for the music industry. So please make sure that you have a job. Please make sure you have a form, a way to make a living so you can support yourself before you go out into an area and end up losing your place within 60 days because you can't pay rent. It's kind of hard to do music when you don't have hot water or lights. or food. Yeah.
Spare change. Spare change, man.
So what am I really saying? Look, the bottom line is, guys, there are many, many, many people with music careers that aren't located in a major music center or major music city that are having successful careers. Moving to a bigger city or a more musically inclined city, that's not a guarantee that you're going to be successful. Matter of fact, regardless if you're in a small city or a big city, it's still going to require hard work. It's still going to require you networking, and it's still going to require you to go and persevere when things get tough. You can't escape the hard work. So if you are one that is thinking about this, if you're thinking about, man, maybe I just need to go to a bigger city, I just want to give you guys these tips so you can take that into account before you just go do something crazy. Again, do what's in your control. Use the opportunities that are afforded to you. And if you feel like there aren't any opportunities afforded to you, create opportunities, right? Create opportunities, use social media and use the skill sets and the experienced people that are currently around you. Look, you guys already know the deal. Look, did you like this video? If so, go ahead and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if there's a particular topic that you want me to talk about, go ahead, go into the comment section. I do read my comments, and I will add your suggestion to the list. And as always, be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salutes to that. I'll catch y'all later.